Hello, Pisces, and welcome to your How They See You reading. We're going to be pulling 3 cards to understand how this person is viewing you. Let's get into this. All right, our first card is, and they do not want to come out. Thank you, Spirit. The 3 of Pentacles. Second card is, High Priestess reversed. Third card is the 7 of Swords. Okay. All right, Pisces. So we know that the 3 of Pentacles means teamwork, recognition, building something solid with others, working as a part of a team. From a standpoint of how this person sees you, they see you as talented and capable, of course. Someone who knows how to work with people and earn respect. So that's a good thing. I feel like they admire your skills. They admire this about you. And they also know others. They know, or they pay attention to how you work well in a team. They're noticing that. And, they know others notice them too. And that's your skills. They may see you as someone who is worth building with. That's a good thing, but only if they can keep up. So they have already recognized that you have this what about the team spirit, and they may be a little intimidated by that. But needless to say, it is a good quality to have. Now, when we talk about the High Priestess in reverse, though, this card is secrets, hidden motives, and ignoring your intuition, because it is the opposite of what this card means upright. So from the standpoint of how this person sees you through this card, they think you're keeping things from them. And Pisces, unfortunately, they may be right. They see you as mysterious, but not always in a good way. See, that's the difference with this being in reverse from it being upright. Upright is okay. You're using your intuition. You may be a little spiritual, so forth and so on. But when it's in reverse, they see that you are basically manipulating the situation. That they see you from a mysterious, but not always in a good way, as I illustrated. They suspect that you don't tell the whole story, and that you also act against what you really feel. You come off as secretive, and they don't really know if they can trust what you show on the surface. They've definitely recognized that something is definitely surface level in your approach. And think about this, like, you recognize the team, you love building with others, but at the same time, they don't think you're being honest about that, which is not the greatest combination. And then when we add that with the 7 of Swords, that's just plain flat out deception, strategy, and dishonesty. So on top of them looking at you as a person who is secretive and not showing the whole and telling the whole story, now they're saying that flat out they're looking at this from that you deceive people, and there's always a strategy with you, which kind of comes back to that 3 of Pentacles. That means that you can easily manipulate the crowd. You can sway individuals as a strategy. They see you as sneaky and strategic, maybe even manipulative, which I had already said. They believe that you've lied or hidden things from them flat out, and to them you're someone who plays chess while they're still learning checkers. So a part of this is the fact that this emotionally manipulative thing, you got this down pat, you got it down to a science, and they don't feel that they could keep up, but they despise what they feel like they have to keep up with. Pisces, it's just like, well, yeah, you could pride yourself on knowing how to sway the room and play the room, but at the same time, you're playing chess with people's emotions, reactions, and so forth. I'm just trying to, they're looking at it from a standpoint of, I was just trying to get to know you, and like you on some real crazy type stuff. So this is how they're looking at it, Pisces. Let's go ahead and break this down further. So from a single potential standpoint, Pisces, they're definitely drawn to your presence, but they're suspicious of like all right off the bat. They're intrigued, but they're also assumed that you're not being fully real. Now, this is the section or the part of the reading where I kind of talk to you on your behalf and let you know, that maybe they're projecting. Yeah, maybe they are projecting this on you. Maybe you're just being cautious. Maybe, as a single potential, yeah, you guys just started talking. Maybe they want too much. Maybe they expect too much in the beginning. Okay, that's a possibility. So they are just basically turned off by the fact that you keep them at an arm's distance. So what I would say is, if this is what you're experiencing, go ahead and try to bridge the gap and be honest with them, Pisces. Just like, listen, I take things a little slow. I'm not hiding anything from you, but there's just certain things I don't feel like is your business, in a nice way. Because when you just meet somebody, there should be a certain level of, taking it slow and getting to know the person, but we're all different. So maybe they are taking your cautiousness again as being sneaky. Existing relationships, they really respect your ability to build and contribute. They appreciate the fact that they've been able to build with you. But again, they feel like you're flat out withholding or hiding something from them. And they cannot shake the feeling that you're not being fully transparent. And Pisces, so in these existing relationships, you're going to have to come clean. But at the same time, in the situation like this, you probably are looking at it from a standpoint of, okay, well, maybe they put you in the headspace to feel like you have to hold back, but that still doesn't make it okay to not let them know what's going on, because if you don't let them know what's going on, how are they going to know how to fix it? So that's the only thing that I would say. If you are holding back in an existing relationship, that person has earned the truth, good, bad, and indifferent. And please don't withhold it because you're afraid of confrontation. The best way that you're going to solve the situation is letting them know what it is, and you can go on being the Pisces without them. Does that make sense? Moving on to Exes Old Flames. They see you as the one that got away. Of course. But not cleanly. They suspect that although you are the one that got away and they really did love what you guys built, especially through the lens of that Three of Pentacles, they constantly replay this feeling that they can't shake of betrayal or dishonesty in their head. They feel like they never got the whole truth about why things ended. And what I'm going to say here is that yes, there is some closure that this person may want. But I also feel like if you guys have already broken up, you don't owe them the truth at this point. Like, they want to know the truth. They miss you, but they miss you. But they cannot, you cannot fully miss a person you don't trust. I don't care who you are. Then that just means that something is off emotionally, because if you didn't trust the person, that's gonna always come back. You can't have, oh, I miss this person so much, but anything after the but, then if you have to even say but, such and such, is it really even worth it? So I feel like this person, if they try to come back, Pisces, they just want to come back and basically get the truth, make themselves feel better about getting the truth, which they're never going to get. And then, it's going to fall apart again. So it may be a waste of your time. Let's go ahead and get into my advice and close this out. So single potentials, like if someone doubts you before they even know you, that's not your problem. I kind of alluded that for you, Pisces. Don't let their paranoia waste your time. Go to someone who appreciates, the slowness and the getting to know you process, instead of someone who just wants to come in and know your whole life story in 5 minutes. Now, don't get me wrong. I do want to get to know a person personally, but I don't need to know your mother's social security number in the first 5 minutes of us talking. I know that's extreme and unrealistic, or a little ridiculous. That was for the comedic value. But at the same time, do you understand what I'm saying? It's a gradual incremental thing. It's not like if you tell me all of that up front, I'm going to be suspicious of you, because it's just like, okay, why are you telling me this and you just knew me, you just met me 2 seconds ago? Like, no. There is a pace, but Pisces, just ensure that you're not taking too long. Okay, because your pace may not be this person's pace. It's just about finding balance. Existing relationships, if their suspicion grows, you'll have to decide obviously whether it's projection or whether you've actually shut them out. Knowing your zodiac energy, you probably did shut them out. But again, like I said, are they projecting this onto you? Either way, this gap needs to be addressed. Like I told you, you still need to have a conversation. Finally, Exes Old Flames, if they return, it's more about uncovering the truth. Like I told you, the secrets instead of starting fresh. They want answers, not necessarily reconciliation, Pisces. So it may be just a conversation that they want to have, yell and scream and be like, okay, have a nice life. Thanks for telling me. That's what I'm feeling here. So you let me know how you are feeling about this one. This is what I see for you, Pisces. Let me know again how you feel about it in the comments, and I'll see you in the next one. Make sure that you guys go and listen to the all collective and all signs commentary. Thank you.